Announcing the starting lineup for the visiting Altoona team. In goal, we have number 11, Chris Van. At defense, number 7, Travis Jones. At defense, number 9, Tim Rowan. At center, number 18, Brad Tucker. At wing, number 6, Christian Kilamaki. And at wing, number 14, Chad Bartlett. And the rest of the Altoona Railroaders coached by head coach Mike Fitch and assistant Steve Marticki. For the River Falls Wildcats, the starting lineup in goal, number 22, Mike Miller. At defense, number 18, Jim Simone. At defense, number 4, Scott Landak. At center, number 8, Chris Lai. At wing, number 7, Kevin Cayley. And at wing, number 10, Mitch Gerasana. And the rest of the River Falls Wildcats, coached by Scott Dickmeyer, Jim Walsh, and Brian Frye.
Go to your room.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stand and join in the singing of our national anthem.
Okay, welcome to Hunt Arena. We're getting ready to start the game between the River Falls Wildcats and the Altoona Rails. Do you know anything about the Rails so far this year, Chuck?
Well, rumor has it that Altoona had beaten Eau Claire Memorial 5-1, that they have brought in 2 exchange students from Sweden that's improved their team, but now I hear that may not be the case.
Yeah, I heard just before the game that they're 0-3 at this point, and I don't know what the final score of that Memorial game was, but it evidently wasn't 5-1 in their favor.
Well, the last I heard, they haven't even played Memorial yet, so.
Kind of hard to beat them 5-1 then. Okay, starting for River Falls tonight up front is going to be Chris Pye at center. We're going to have Kevin Cayley on one wing and Mitch Gerathanis on the other. Starting for Altoona up front is number 6, Christian Kivamaki, and number 18 is Brad Sukert, and number 11 is Chris Vance. On defense for River Falls, it's going to be number 4, Scott Landon, and number 18, Jim Simone. Simone has the puck now behind the net, centers it out on a nice clearing pass to Mitch Gerathanis. Gerathanis breaks in, takes a shot, goes high over the net. Picked up by in the corner to Kevin Cayley. Cayley still has the puck along the boards, fighting for it there. It's picked up, frozen up against the boards, and we have a whistle.
That was a nice breakout pass we had from Simone up to Gerathanis.
Excellent. That's the type of breakouts that we're going to have to do more often. We've been having an awful lot of difficulty getting out of our end.
That Rice Lake game, we seem to be breaking up along the boards, and they stopped us all along. Now here we broke to the center, and it worked.
Okay, we've got Corey Knott out there along with Wheeler and Howard Potton. There's a shot blocked by the Altoona defense right out in front. It's going to be picked up by Wheeler at the River Falls blue line. Across to Dusick. Dusick takes it in behind the net, breaks out. Takes the puck on the far side, picked up by Corey Knott. Knott to center. A nice feed forward to Potton, picked up by Wheeler. Wheeler can't quite get a stick on it, and it's picked up by Altoona and shot to center ice. Dusick in his own zone, circles, pulls it back in, back across to Soderberg. Soderberg deeper into the zone. Cross ice pass over to Potton on far side. Potton in behind the net. Takes it off to the side. It's intercepted by Altoona right out front. It's intercepted there by River Falls. Can't clear the zone. Shot on, saved. Picked up by Corey Knott. In behind the net. To Potton up on the far boards. Picked off by Altoona. Picked off by Dusick. Dusick comes out of the zone. Goes to center ice. Still has the puck. Picked up by Knott along the boards. Shot to the Altoona line. River Falls on a change here. Shot back into the River Falls end. Picked up by Soderberg. Soderberg has it in behind the net. Waiting for everybody to clear their position up along the boards. Picked up by Cernahouse. Cernahouse breaks into the zone. Nice centering pass. Shot. Didn't quite make it through the defense. Cleared off to the side by Altoona. Altoona breaks with a far pass to the far wing. Simone beats the Altoona player to the puck and hands it right back to him right out front. There's a shot on save by the River Falls goalie. Chuck, that play right there is a play that's been getting us in trouble all year long. It's kind of a design play. The defenseman takes it, bangs it off the boards. It's supposed to go up the far boards. Everybody's been picking that off, and it's been a problem for us all year.
I think that really hurt us in that Rice Lake game. They didn't break out at all, and they kept going up the boards. I have some interesting lines out here from what we've seen before. I see that Beaver Schrank is not out at right wing, but that he has Wheeler, who's a left-handed shooter, over on right wing with Knott, and then Howard Potton he has on the Knott line.
I noticed that, and that was a real short shift there, and now we're going to get a change, and we're going to have the original line out here. We've got Bai and Cayley and Giathanis, along with Bobby Soderberg and Scott Landon on defense. Now that's a change too.
Well, we had another, he's playing 5 defensemen. He had Jeff Prochnow out on defense with a line of Trigby Olsen, Todd Cernahouse, and Troy Kusler.
That was a pass that came to center ice and was shot back in offside. We'll have a face-out just outside the River Falls blue line. I don't know if that's going to have anything to do with the timing between the defensemen. Only time will tell that. A shot into the River Falls zone, picked up by Soderberg. Soderberg up the boards. Cayley misses the pass coming up the boards. Cleared back deep into the zone. Picked up there by Giathanis. He loses it to Altoona on the boards. Picked up there by Bobby Soderberg. Soderberg headmans it, and it's up to Giathanis. Up to Kevin Cayley, and it just got away from him, heading for the line. Shot back into the River Falls zone, deep into the corner to Soderberg. Soderberg behind the net to Landon. Landon breaks, nice pass out of the zone to Bai. Bai breaks to center ice. Bai in over the Altoona line, he loses it. Picked up by Giathanis. He shoots and scores! Giathanis was right in the right position that time. He was a trailer coming in. Bai lost the puck, but he still took the defenseman. Giathanis picked up the loose puck, walked right in and scored.
That's going to help Giathanis. He's a sophomore out on this line, and he needs some confidence, and that's what he needs to build his confidence, is to score a few goals. Nice play by Giathanis. That
was an awful nice pass, even coming right out of our zone. Everything worked well all the way up. Puck shot deep into the Altoona end, picked up by Altoona there. It's on the boards, picked up by River Falls, shot back down deep into the zone. It's on the near boards here. 4 players tie up. Now it's picked up by Altoona. Altoona goes behind their own net. Tries to clear out on the far side. Good clearing pass. Padusek intercepts. Shot right on, but picked off by Altoona. It's cleared to center ice. Back to our zone to Dusek. Dusek sets up there. Comes out of our zone, up on the far side to Potton. Potton takes a heavy check at the blue line. Not chasing it in the corner. Picked up by Altoona. Altoona still controls the puck. On the far boards, can't quite get it out of the zone. Goes over to center ice. Altoona clears. It's the River Falls blue line, picked off by Dusek. Dusek to center ice to Potton. Potton takes another check, but shoots it deep into Altoona's end.
Tom, I see we have one of our players getting some attention over there on the bench. Jimmy Simone seems to have done something. They were working on him. Now he's back down on the line. Looks like he's ready to go out again.
Altoona picks up the puck, goes in, a shot from kind of a bad angle on goal there. And we're going to have a penalty here on River Falls to number 14, Troy Kuslik. His first shift out, and he's got a penalty. He picked up a penalty. I think they're going to call it for interference. He actually checked the Altoona player and was not able to play the puck. And you have to be able to at least touch the puck before you can be checked.
Got Lincoln Cernahouse out on the short-handed play here.
Okay, and on defense we have Soderberg and Landon. Altoona clears it into the River Falls zone. They come in, there's a shot on goal, high over the net. A centering pass tries to come out, and it's stopped in front by Miller. Miller hangs on, and there'll be a face-off to the far side.
Is Steve Schrank hurt, or why is it that he's not out on the ice with the knot line?
Well, I had a little understanding of this one that there was a little problem with a 7th hour class that Mr. Schrank didn't attend, so therefore he's sitting this game.
I see. I suspect that there may have been something there that we didn't know about.
River Falls has it, clears it to the blue line, but not out. A nice shot on goal by Altoona defense, picked up by Keeley. Altoona back at center ice. Shot, long shot in, right on. Stopped by Miller, taken behind the net by Dusick. Dusick clears it on the far boards, but not out. Picked up again by Altoona defense. Another shot on goal, goes to the far side. Picked up by Bai. Bai tries to get it out, stopped again at the defense. Another shot, long shot on. Off to the side, goes to the far point. A big check at the blue line by Kevin Cayley. And the puck goes out of the River Falls zone deep into the Altoona end. Picked up by Bai. Bai has it behind the net, out in front to Cayley. And a beautiful pass and score by Kevin Cayley. Nice pass by Chris Bai, just beautiful.
I don't know if you noticed that check that Cayley made on the defenseman for Altoona, but they've been working on that all week. And I understand that there's been some discussion with the coach about Cayley coming out and taking that defenseman. And Kevin did a super job, beautiful play, and it paid off.
Not only got the defenseman, but got the puck out of the zone and went to the Altoona zone. And Chris Bai just was tenacious and picked it off in the corner, centered a beautiful pass to Kevin, and he put it right in the net. There's a shot by Altoona, again right on, picked up by Landon, but held by Miller.
Landon and Prochnow out on defense with Knott and Wheeler up front. 24 seconds left in the penalty.
Picked up by Prochnow. Prochnow gets it out of the zone. Wheeler's racing for it, picks it up in the Altoona zone, but kind of loses control of it. It goes in behind the net. Wheeler still controls. Centering pass out front. Picked off by Altoona. Altoona comes up the near boards. Pass to number 6. Who is Christian Kamovecki. Now River Falls is back at full strength, picked up by Wheeler. Wheeler in 2-on-1. Picked up by Potton, right in the slot. A shot, a nice save by the Altoona goalie. Picked up by Landon in the corner. Landon still has it behind the net. He gets checked off the puck. Picked up by Altoona in the corner. Altoona is trying to clear the puck to the far side, but kept in by Kuzlik. Kuzlik loses it, goes to center ice, picked up by Landon. Landon passes on the near boards to Kuzlik. Kuzlik carries in, checks the official out of the way, and carries deep into the zone. Picked up by Olsen. Olsen has it behind the net. Olsen still with the puck, gets it to Cernahouse. Cernahouse goes behind the net. Cernahouse still in control of the puck, tries the centering pass, but it doesn't, gets tied up. Picked up by Olsen. Olsen shoots and scores. Kind of a bad angle there, Chuck, but I don't think the goalie was ready for that one.
Nice shot by Trigby. Glad to see him get that goal. He picked it up. He did just the right thing with it. He kept it on the ice and quickly moved it around and put it in the net. Good play, Trey.
A lot of tenacity in the zone there. They kept that puck deep in the Altoona zone and didn't let them get set up on their breakout play. Puck goes deep into the River Falls end, played by Dusick, intercepted by Altoona behind the net. Picked off by Bai, can't quite clear the zone. To Giathanis, goes deep into the zone, picked off by Altoona. Centering pass, nice check by Cayley out front, keeping Altoona off of that puck. There's another centering pass right out front. Again picked off by the River Falls defense, sent back to the corner. Big check by Simone on the far boards. Picked up by Altoona, shot to the far side. Picked up by Giathanis. Giathanis out to center. Picked up by Keeley on the far side. Keeley avoids the check and carries deep into the zone. Picked up by Bai, again behind the net. Bai tries to circle and come out. Can't quite get his shot out. Picked up by Giathanis in the corner. Giathanis tried to get it back to the defense, but is picked off. Altoona shoots it deep in and is going to change on the fly. Picked up by Simone. Simone behind the net, waits to get set up. Comes out on the near side. Carries the puck to the blue line. Shoots it forward. Picked off by Altoona. We're getting caught in a change here. Altoona tries to get into the zone with it and picked off by Dusick. Dusick still controls the puck in the corner. There's a shot out of play. There's going to be a face-off outside the River Falls zone. We've got 5:45 left to go, Chuck.
Breaking the action here. The score is 3-0. River Falls leads. Apparently those Swedish players that we heard about, if they're there, they're not causing too much damage.
Right, now we have Knott out there along with Wheeler and Potton. Comes on the near boards to Landon. Landon clears up. They wave off icing. It goes in behind the Altoona net. Picked up in the corner by Altoona. They can't control. Comes to center ice. Landon's the only one back. Gets it on the far boards to Potton. Potton cross ice. Picked up by Knott. Intercepted by Altoona. Picked up by Landon. Carried in offside. You really didn't have anywhere to go on that one. That was probably the better play. Get your whistle and get reset up at the blue line.
Once you're in that position, if you try to go back with the Altoona people in position there, they might pick it off and have a clean break on net. So I think that was a wise play on Scott's part.
Face off here, controlled by Knott to Wheeler, back to Knott again. Knott breaks all the way in, right on goal, is smothered by the Altoona goalie. He really got knocked down there and really didn't have an opportunity to get a good shot off. Otherwise, I think he could have had a pretty good scoring opportunity there. Going to get a face off to the near boards here in the Altoona zone. Face off again, won by Corey Knott. Wheeler picks it up on the far side, shot on. Wide of the net, picked up by Altoona. Altoona forwards it, and he's cut off right at the blue line. Good check there. Goes back to the far side, picked up by Landon. Landon up on the far boards to Potton. Potton, bad pass across the center. Picked up by Altoona. Altoona goes in, shoots high over the top of the goal. Picked up on the near boards by Altoona. Picked up by Knott. Knott loses it to an Altoona forward, number 5. A shot out in front, almost a goal there, but it was a real nice save by Miller.
We were lucky on that. Mike made the first save. He was down on the ice, and the Altoona player, if he could have lifted it up and put it in the net, he had a goal, but instead the puck went wide.
Oh, we're going to get a penalty here out front, evidently, that saved that goal. We've got Scott Landon going in. I don't know what it was for, but I would imagine it would probably be interference or cross-checking. It's called a hold, and that happened right out in front of the net when Altoona had a good chance to score.
I didn't see that, Tom. We got Link and Cernahouse out on the front line. Mike Miller's been making some nice saves out there tonight. He's doing a good job in net.
That was real good reaction to a nice centering pass there and a quick shot on goal. For Altoona, we've got out there Pat Rafferty, number 14 is Chad Bartlett, and number 11 on the far side is Chris Vance.
Now I have Trygve Olsen and Troy Kuzlik out on the front line killing the penalties. The defense of Dusick and Prochnow.
Stepped into the zone by Altoona, intercepted by Dusick. Dusick clears the zone. A race for the puck down into the Altoona end. Kuzlik is the forward man. Now it's taken over by Olsen. Altoona tries to break out on the near boards. Intercepted by Troy Kuzlik. Kuzlik carries back down into the corner. Got their sticks up pretty good. Altoona finally intercepts the puck, gets it back to the point. Dusick winds up, takes a slap shot right on, stopped by Altoona. Wonder who's on the power play here. Altoona has it deep into their zone. Checked there by Kuzlik. That was by Olsen on the near boards. Now Altoona carries deep into the River Falls zone. Taken into the corner and held there by Dusick and Chris Bartlett from Altoona and Todd Sisko.
We have a whistle with 3 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first period and 48 seconds remaining in the penalty.
We get a line change for both teams here. We have Link out there with Todd Cernahouse and Soderberg and Simone on defense. Link has it in the corner and is kind of controlling the puck there. He's got 3 Altoona players around him. He's still got control of the puck, trying to play it with his skates. Finally picked off by Altoona, but they can't. They finally do. They break up to center ice. It's cleared into the River Falls zone wide of the goal. Picked up by Soderberg, cleared right back out again. Altoona picks up at their line by their defense. Cleared to center ice. Altoona breaks to the River Falls blue line, takes it in. Nice drop pass there. And a shot just wide. Picked up by Soderberg behind the net. Shot on
From my
side
angle,
of the puck there, and got a whistle blowing.
From my angle, I saw that puck being almost in. It slid under Mike Miller's pads. Mike didn't know where it was. He went down, and I think as he went down, he may have moved that puck out forward, and then it came back out and was able to get the whistle.
Okay, we're back at full strength there now, and we're going to have a line of Chris By, Kevin Cayley, and Mitch Giathanis out there, along with Dusick and Pocknow on defense. Puck cleared into the River Falls zone. Dusick tries a far pass to Cayley on the wing. Cayley blocks the puck, picks it up in the corner. He's finally picked off there. It's picked up by By. By takes it in behind the net, still has control of it. He takes a big check in behind the net. Cayley puts a check on Altoona. It's cleared out front, picked up by Giathanis. Shot, picked up right out in front. Nice save by the Altoona goalie.
Nice shot by Giathanis there. He made a super play catching that pass center ice, and I like to see these sophomores start getting some shots on goal. That's what they need.
Yep. We're going to switch lines here. We're coming out with Knott, Wheeler, and I believe Potton. Yes, Potton on the far side, along with Simone and Landon on defense. We've got 1:56 left to play in the first period. River Falls leads it 3-0. Been some good play so far tonight by River Falls. A little better passing. They haven't quite made as many mistakes as they made up in Rice Lake, that's for sure. But I don't think that this Altoona team is quite the quality of the Rice Lake team.
No, we're looking at a much slower game here from that Rice Lake. And something else that's different is that we're playing on home ice, which is soft ice, it's warm ice, as compared to playing in Rice Lake, which is that cold ice, and it's a lot faster.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get another quick line change here. That line was only out there for 24 seconds.
You know, you're moving Matt Wheeler from left wing over to right wing, being a left-handed skater. It gives him a stronger shot on net.
Right.
The problem is breaking out from the
That's a little harder to get that breakout pass.
It takes a very skilled hockey player, oftentimes at a college level, before they're able to do that.
Altoona finally breaks out of their zone, carries it deep into the River Falls zone. Picked up there by Altoona, shot on and gloved by Miller.
Yeah, Miller's had a lot of saves this first period.
If you notice something I thought was kind of strange so far in this first period, and I think anybody that's been watching the game, Altoona does an extremely good job of centering the puck out in front of the net. They always have either one or two people there, and they're ready to get that shot off right away.
Well, the referees now are calling to the attention here of the timekeeper that he's been running the clock after the whistle blown.
They want it put back. It's at 1:16 right now, and they want it put back to 1:23.
This could be a major effort. Having to run that clock, that's not very easy to do.
Now we're going to go down real slow from here on.
I think a little better effort there would have been to simply refrain for about 5 seconds before starting the clock after dropping the puck. It wouldn't have made any difference at this point in the game. Now we're up to 23, 24 minutes. 9 minutes left in the period. Now they're getting her down. Now we're down to 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
We got 1:03 on the one and 2:03 on the other. They're having a good time down there. Now they got them both at 2:03. Here we go. We're going to get there.
The refs want to call that, they're going to have to put up with the wait. That's what it amounts to.
Yeah, run off about 30 seconds here, and we should be all set. For River Falls, when the puck is dropped, it's going to be Todd Cernerhouse out there, along with Trigby Olsen and Troy Kuslik on the other wing, and Bobby Soderberg and Sean Dusick on defense.
I've been trying to watch the defense, the way Coach Dickmeyer has been putting them out. Is he rotating 5 defensemen through, or is he spotting.
I think he's rotating the 5. I haven't quite figured it all out yet, but there seem to be different pairs out there every time you look up.
Well, the usual way you run 5 is to give them each a number, and they follow their number sequence through as they go out.
Puck controlled by Dusick, in behind the net, picked up by Cernahouse. Cernahouse gets it to Olson, loses it there. Carried forward, shot right back into the zone by Altoona. Altoona trying to get the puck on the near side, picked up by Dusick. Dusick up on the near boards. A couple of big hits out there. People are kind of just running into each other. And I think we're going to get an icing call here. That pass just eluded Cernahouse coming out of the zone. And we're going to get a change with 54 seconds left in the period.
Play has slowed down a little bit here as we're winding down in the first period. I think as we get into the second period, we're going to pick up the speed and the intensity.
No, I think you're right there. We're going to go with Cayley and Bai and Giathanas here, along with Landon and Prochnow on defense. The thing we don't want to do here is give up a goal. Not with 45 seconds left in the period.
I think we have a little extra help out there, and that shot, had someone been in the right spot, he could have put it in very easily after Mike made the initial save.
That's right.
The defenseman had the man tied up so he couldn't get in for the shot.
Bai has it on the near board, but takes a big check there. Picked up by Landon. Landon carries, centers it out, just skipped over the stick of Cayley. Shot right back into the River Falls zone, going deep in behind River Falls net. Picked up by Landon. Landon comes out on the near side, shoots it back to Prochnow. Prochnow has it in the corner. Still has it there, loses it, picks it up again, carries out to the blue line by Cayley to Bai. Bai breaks into the zone, still carrying the puck. Finally loses it over to the far side. Picked up behind the net by Bai. Shot in behind. Over to the far side. Picked up Altoona. Altoona carries in behind their net. We're going to try to get it up on the near side here as the whistle sounds. That's the end of the first period with River Falls leading 3-0. What's your feelings on that first period, Chuck?
Well, we scored 3 goals, and of course we're ahead 3-0. But it was a slower period than we've seen some other games as far as the skating intensity and the speed of the play.
Well, the one thing I noticed, there seemed to be an awful lot of the kind of batting of the puck around. It wasn't a good, clean, crisp passes that last part of the period. It started out real good. There was some really good passes out there in the first period. But after about the 8-minute mark, it seemed like it got to be more of this just kind of slapping the puck around.
Yes, it did. I see that Mike Miller made 11 saves according to the announcement, and the Altoona team had 13 saves. So we're very close to equal shots on net, because you add your 3 to the 11, you have 14 to 13 as far as shots on goal. So
it would be 16 to 11. The Altoona goalie had 13 saves, so it would be 16 shots on goal by River Falls and 11 by Altoona. But I think some of those shots that Altoona had were of a very good variety, and I think Mike Miller made about 2 or 3 real big saves in that first period. Okay, we're ready to go here. Start of the second period. River Falls leading 3-0. First period goals were scored by Kevin Cayley, Mitch Giathanas, and who scored? Trigby Olson on a turnaround shot. Getting set to go here, Bai with Cayley and Giathanas, Simone and Landon on defense. The draw is won by Bai. Bai takes it to the blue line, intercepted there and stopped right at the blue line. Picked up by Altoona, brought into the River Falls zone, picked up by Giathanas on the boards, to Bai in the center. Bai avoids one man, carries it across the blue line, centers it out front. Just about a nice play there. Cayley almost could get a stick on it. It's controlled by Altoona in their zone. Tried to clear a pass out. Stopped by Simone on the board. Picked up by Landon at the blue line. Landon still has the puck. Takes it in behind the net. Gets it on the far board to Giathanas. Giathanas still controls. Carries up to the blue line. Tries a cross-ice pass. Intercepted by Altoona. Kept in. Puck controlled by Altoona in the River Falls zone. Shot up on the far boards. Cayley after it. Cayley to the blue line. Crosses over. Takes a check from both sides, and he's hurt. He kind of got folded over right at the blue line.
Not even blowing the whistle.
No. Finally, we get a whistle. And Cayley's up and skating. I think he's going to be okay. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him there.
Yeah, he got the wind knocked out of him. He had a knee right in the back, looked like, and just knocked the wind out for a second or two.
We got a new color man for this period. Art Hemingway came up and joined us. We have Dodd out there along with Schrank and Wheeler on the far side. It's pass to Wheeler, picked up by Knott, carried in. Tried a back pass, picked up by Soderberg. Soderberg's shot goes wide, picked up by Wheeler. Wheeler back to Soderberg. Soderberg on the far side to Dusick. Dusick still controls. Shot it into the pads. Here's a break for Altoona. Coming down the near side. Shot, weak shot on goal. Cleared by Miller to the side. Picked up by Schrank. Schrank puts a heavy check on Altoona player in the corner. Picked up by Knott. Cleared in behind the zone. Dusick. Dusick out on the near boards. Just missed by Wheeler. Puck goes down into the Altoona end. Played by the Altoona goalie to the far side. Schrank has it. Schrank carries right out front. He's intercepted there. Comes up on the near board. Clears the blue line. Altoona shoots it all the way down the ice. Picked up by Miller in behind. He leaves it right there for an Altoona player, but it's intercepted by Kuzlik. Kuzlik comes up on the near boards, carries to the Altoona blue line, breaks right in, tries a centering pass to Olson, just misses. Tipped at the center ice area, picked up by Altoona. Altoona puts it into the River Falls zone. Taken there by, who's the other defenseman out there? That's Crocknow playing this shift. Comes up on the near board. Kept in by Altoona. Another shot goes wide. Altoona controls, put right out in front. Comes right out to slot. Another shot stopped by the defense out front. Miller finally gloves it and covers up.
Well, Mike was a little in the right spot at the right time. He was flat on his rear there, and the puck come right up in the air, and he was able to glove it and hold on. There was two Altoona players camped right by the side of the net.
Again, we were going through the old routine of not being able to get it out of our zone. There just seems there was no passing, no help. Nothing happened there. Draws one by River Falls. Landon puts it in behind the Soderberg. Picked up on the near side by Bai. Bai has it, and it's shot out. It'll be a face-off to the near boards in the River Falls zone.
Well, during that first period, it looked to me, Tom, as though River Falls was able to break it out of their own zone, but they'd lose it at center ice. They weren't able to take it across that blue line and really dominate the play.
Yeah, the thing that looked like it was happening was the fact that the passes were just going off the sticks, and they couldn't quite control them. Here it's coming into the zone, picked up by Cayley. Cayley takes a shot, just goes wide. Soderberg has it on the near boards, keeps it into the zone, picked up by Altoona behind their own net. Puck goes into the corner.
Cayley lost his stick.
It's being tied up there. Finally, we get a whistle. Cayley lost his stick and was just kind of holding the puck up against the boards and took a real big check down there. We're going to get a face-off here to the right of the Altoona goalie, and we're going to get a line change, and we're going to go with Schrank, Knott, and Wheeler, along with Simone and Dusick on defense. Simone has it at the point, kind of loses control of it, but gets it deeper into the zone. A centering pass out front to Knott.
Nice
Knott
backhand.
on the backhand. Good save by the Altoona goalie. Held up in the corner by Wheeler. Schrank after it. Cleared by Altoona to the near boards. Picked up by Simone at the River Falls blue line. Tries to get it ahead to Wheeler. Wheeler's pass too long for Knott. Shot right back into the River Falls zone. Schrank has it, shoots it in behind to Dusick. Dusick on the far boards up to Wheeler. Wheeler's pass just a little bit long for Schrank. Goes into the Altoona zone. Picked up there, shot on the near boards, and cleared out. Not intercepts, but it's shot into their own zone by Altoona, so no offside. Altoona still has the puck. Gets it at center ice, brings it in, a long shot. Goes way wide of Miller. Picked up by Dusick on the far boards. Dusick falls down. Intercepted by Altoona right out front, shot deep into the zone. Kind of a comedy of errors going right here now. It's on the near side to Kuzlik. Kuzlik, a big check by Altoona there. Kuzlik still has the puck, still controls the puck. Out to Olsen. Olsen carries it forward, gets it on the near, a pass for Cernahouse was just deflected by the defense. Kept in by Kuzlik. Kuzlik shoots it on the far side to Cernahouse. Kind of a double check put on down here in the near zone.
River Falls checked River Falls.
Yeah. Puck goes back, kept in by River Falls. Goes behind the net. Kept in there by Kuzlik. Comes on this side. Kept in by Todd Cernahouse. Centered out front. Olsen trying to control. Picked up by Kuzlik. Shot on goal and is deflected out.
Deflected over. On that last 2-on-1 break when River Falls broke out, Cernahouse had to hold up at the blue line, or I think it would have been all over.
Yeah, I think that pass should have been made maybe at about the red line here,
right,
and let Cernahouse carry it in because he was the head man on that one. There's a shot right on off the faceoff by Bai. Back behind the net by Giathanas. He controls. Back out front to Bai. A shot and the net came off. And we're going to have a face-off in the Altoona zone.
Giathanas come around the net and backhanded her right across the slot, and Bai was just coming around the corner. Took a nice shot, but he couldn't find the mark.
We're at the 9-10 mark here of the second period. Still 3-0 River Falls. Control by River Falls. Cayley in the corner. He still has control of it. Gets it again. Tries the center. Picked up by Altoona, brought to center ice. Shot in, long shot right on. Cleared by Miller. Dusick leaves it almost right out in front. Big check by Bai. And he's going to get a charging call on that one.
Charging or checking from behind, it could have gone either way.
Again, they bounced that pass off the boards. It came right out front. There was no reason to do that. We've got to either carry the puck behind the net or clear it onto the far boards. We can't clear it back in the same direction. You have two men following you on it.
Right.
Now we'll be shorthanded here for 2 minutes. A penalty for Bai is going to be charging. Now we've got Landon and Simone on defense, and up front is going to be Link and Potton on the far side. A nice save there by Link. He blocked that shot from the point. Put in behind the net by Altoona. Altoona has it in the corner. Tries to walk out front, can't get there. Landon stops him there. They still have control of the puck. That was a nice play by Altoona, but it was broken up by the River Falls defense. Altoona has it in the near corner, comes in, hits the goal post.
Rattle the pipe.
Still have control of it. Weak.
That was almost deflected in.
Potton gets a hold of it and clears it down the ice.
We've got a minute 13 left in the power play.
Potton chasing it in behind the net. They bring it up on the near boards. Intercepted there by Link. Link hustles after it in the corner. Takes a big check there. Altoona has it. Clears out of their zone up on the near side. Wheeler has it. Back to Landon. Landon keeps it onto the far near side here to Simone. Simone gets to the blue line. Carries in and is knocked off the puck, but the puck goes deep into the zone. Altoona clears back on the zone. It's on the far side. Picked up by Wheeler and cleared. Wheeler still has the puck. He just loses it at the center. Otherwise, he would have had a breakaway. Wheeler still controls. Wheeler brings it into the zone. One man back. Wheeler still controls in the corner. Taken away by Altoona. Altoona in behind the net. Intercepted again by Wheeler and knocked in deep. Altoona clears up on the far side. Brings it to the blue line. In over the red line over the River Falls blue line and shot in deep into the zone. Picked up there by Soderberg. Soderberg still has control of the puck, clears it right back out. Well, we seem to be killing off this penalty. We got Chris Pye back on the ice now, and River Falls is back at full strength. Altoona clears their blue line and shoot it in. Right on, Miller has it, leaves it there for Prochnow. Prochnow takes it in behind the net, tries to come out of the zone on the far boards. Loses it there, Altoona walks right in, shoots and scores.
Is Prochnow playing defense or was he up on the wing?
I don't know. We've got to clear the zone before we start setting up a play. I don't care what anybody says. We can't be leaving the puck for them to pick up and walk right in on the goal. That makes it 3-1 with 6:26 left to go in the second period.
That's a shame. They just skated off a nice short-handed situation, and then we give up a goal right off the bat when we get full strength.
Now we're going to go with Kuzlik, Olsen, and Cernahouse with Dusick and Landon on defense. Puck shot into the Altoona zone. A big check put on Olsen in the corner.
More of a trip.
Landon keeps it in. Still controls over on the sideboard. Still has it. Picked up there by Altoona. Altoona tries to come out on the near side. Pass miss. A big check put on right at the blue line. Puck goes deep into the River Falls zone. Olsen picks it up on the far side.
There's a hook.
Nice clearing pass there by Olsen, just trying to get it out of the zone.
Getting a little more physical right now.
Landon picks it up. Landon breaks into the Altoona zone.
Nice pass.
Nice pass to Cernahouse. Cernahouse shot just goes wide. Picked up on the near boards by Kuzlik. Kuzlik still controls. Still fights for the puck. Doing a good job down there in the corner. It's finally cleared by Altoona, and it's going to be all the way down the ice and icing.
Almost got caught with that man hanging back there, and
yeah,
if they could have hit the pass, he would have been away on a breakaway.
It was a nice play that time. Now, that's the way that play should have been done. Cernahouse on that one was ahead of Landon, and Landon fed him the pass right away and gave him an opportunity to make the play happen in that zone.
Right.
Kept into the Altoona zone, intercepted.
There's a breakaway.
There's a breakaway. Miller comes out of the zone, and the puck just goes wide. Miller was really fortunate on that one.
Didn't go in. Who pulled that up?
I think that was pulled out by Simone.
I think Vi pulled it up. Wow, that was some good quick work and some good reaction on one of the River Falls players.
I think that was Jim Simone that pulled that one out of the net.
Well, Simone and I think Vi were in the, or even Jareth Thomas, I'm not sure, but somebody just grabbed it before it went over the blue or over the red line. Because Miller was completely out of position. He wasn't close to the net.
I think Miller might have gotten a little hurt on that last play down there. Taking a little extra time. Now the puck is dropped. It's in the Altoona zone, controlled by Vi. Vi back to Cayley. Cayley loses it on the near boards. Picked up by Altoona. Broke out of the zone. Nice pass to the center. Broke in right past the defense to the far corner. Taken into the boards there by Simone and held. And I think we're going to get a whistle.
4:48 remaining in the second period. 3-1 River Falls.
I think Altoona has really picked up the pace within the last 3, 4, 5 minutes here. Ever since they scored, it's looked like a little different Altoona team.
It's one thing for sure, that River Falls definitely isn't dominating the play as they have done in the previous years with Altoona. Altoona seems to have a pretty decent skating team compared to what they had in previous years.
There's a nice clearing pass out of the zone to Schrank. Schrank tries to break around the defense, picks it up in the corner, takes another check up against the boards. Picked up there by Wheeler. Wheeler carries in behind, still controls the puck, fights for it there, loses it in behind.
Schrank got even.
Schrank put a big check on into the Altoona zone. Knott goes back for it and picks it up in the River Falls end. Over to Landon. Landon on the near boards, back to Knott. Knott controls, gets it up to Schrank. Schrank breaks out of the zone, can't quite get the pass to
There's a Wheeler, I think.
To Wheeler. Now it's brought in by
Prochnow.
Prochnow takes a shot that goes wide. Picked up on the far boards by Altoona, shot around. It's broke out of the zone by Altoona. They still control. They head to the River Falls line, dump it into the near corner. Picked up there by Landon and held up against the boards by Knott and Landon. And we're going to get another whistle and another face-off in the River Falls zone. We've got 3:42 left in the second period, and the score remains River Falls 3 and Altoona 1.
Altoona seems to have the makings for a pretty good team next year. They only have 3 seniors on that team, one of them being the goalie.
Well, I think we kind of saw that last year down in Altoona. Altoona played extremely well against us down in Eau Claire that one night, and I thought that it looked like they had a pretty good thing going for them.
Got a penalty coming up on Altoona. Should be a tripping.
Yeah, they pulled Kuzlik down pretty good there. Yes. Kuzlik was a little upset, didn't think they were going to call that penalty.
Chad Bartlett for Altoona will get 2 minutes for hooking. 3:38 remaining in the second period.
So this is going to be the first River Falls penalty play. Power play of the hockey game. They've killed off a few penalties, and now's their chance to try to get it all set up and maybe get a goal before the end of the second period here. The scorekeeper had him getting a 3-minute penalty on one board and a 2-minute on the other one. There's a shot on off the face-off and a nice save by the Altoona goalie. We got the line out there of Olson, Sertahouse, and Potton.
Simone and Landon on defense. Nice shot. There's a rebound.
And a score by Sertahouse. He picked that puck right out of midair and put it right into the net. Nice play.
Was that Potton that took that first original shot?
I think it was.
Potton took the shot. It went between the goalie's legs. And Sertahouse picked that baby right out of there and put her where it belongs.
I think you could have blanketed all 3 forwards on that one. They all had a crack at it.
When you got a loose puck like that, you like to see a lot of white when we're white around that net.
Okay, it's going to be the goal by Sertahouse, and the assist goes to Trigby Olson. And that comes at the 3:26 mark of the second period.
Well, that's a get evener that we still can say we got a 3-goal lead now going into this final period.
We seem to be having a lot of fun with the clock and the scorekeeping here. This period, first period was totally uneventful with the scorekeeping, but this period seems to be a whole different story. River Falls has it in their zone. By tries to break to the blue line, still carries on, kicks it forward to Dusick. Dusick carries into the zone, carries deep into the zone. Centering pass, nice try there by By. It's back and is spammed on by Soderberg. Picked up and saved by Giathanis. Soderberg has it on the near boards. Intercepted and shot in by Altoona. Dusick picks it in behind the net. Clears it on the near boards to Cayley. Cayley covers in behind. Shoots it on the far side, picked off by Altoona. Back to their point, a shot wide. Comes to the near boards, controlled again by Altoona. Soderberg and Cayley down there, comes back out to the point. Another shot from the point, and it goes wide, kept in by Altoona. Again, we can't break out of the zone. Altoona's just cutting everything off deep in the zone. We're passing the puck, and we're passing it right to the Altoona players.
Well, Altoona just made a mistake when one of their players hooked one of our guys right in front of the net.
Number 14, Chad Bartlett, picks up his second penalty of the period.
That's right.
At the 2:25 mark here.
Well, maybe we can do the same thing to him.
Okay, we're going to go on our second power play here in the second period. And we're going to have By out there along with Giathanis and Schrank and Landon and Simone on defense. Landon has it on the near boards, gets it to By. By back to Landon. Landon carries into the zone. Leaves it back for By. By keeps it on the boards, deeper into the Altoona zone. And it's cleared to center. Picked up at the River Falls blue line by Simone. Simone on the near side to Giathanis. Giathanis loses it there, and a shot deep into the zone by Altoona. picked up by Landon behind the net. Back to Simone, nice pass there. To Giathanis on the far side. Giathanis still has it. Clears it to Schrank. Schrank made a good play there. Kept the puck. If he'd have gone in, everybody would have been offside. Schrank now clears it in and chases. Oh,
nice
the man
check
right
by
off.
Schrank.
Clears it to Landon. Landon takes it deep into the zone. On the far side over to Simone. Simone has it there, loses it, but carries deep into the zone. Picks it up in behind the net. Tries a centering pass, picked up by Landon. Landon has it on the near side, intercepted. They just clear the puck. That was very fortunate there. He didn't want to take that thing down the ice. By picks it up. By on the far side. Keeps the puck, still controlled. Shoots it right into Schrank's skates, but picks it up again. Goes to the Altoona line, and it was just, that play wasn't meant to be. Now it's picked up by Dusick in the zone. Dusick behind Miller. Takes it out to the near side, starts up ice. We have Cayley out there along with By and Wheeler. And By goes off and Knott comes back out. Now we're going to get a tie-up down in the corner with 8 seconds left on the penalty.
33 seconds left in the period. We'll have a face-off to Gooch's right side.
We never did get set up on that power play at all in their zone. They did a good job stopping us right at their line. Picked up by Altoona, carried in behind and backhanded. Nice clearing by the Altoona defense, number 7, Travis Jones. Behind the net to Simone. Nice clearing pass out to center to Cayley. Cayley has it
nice
over to
pass.
Knott. Now walks right in to Cayley and it's center.
Nice save.
Beautiful
That was an
play.
excellent save by Gooch. Maybe they overpassed it a little bit.
That was a pretty play, though, all the way down
pretty
the ice.
play. They had the goalie where they wanted him over on that side, but Kevin just couldn't lift it up any, and he was able to stick his arm out there and tuck it right under.
Cayley quite couldn't get turned around on that one. Otherwise, he could have just tapped it into the net. Now we're going to go with, let's see, who we got out there. We've got Link out with Cernahouse, Potton, and Prochnow and Soderberg back on defense, and that's the end of the period. Very fortunate that was the end of the period. Altoona was breaking in 2-on-0.
At the end of the second period, we got a 4-1 score.
So that basically was a dead even period, 1 goal apiece. I thought River Falls really didn't have the spark that they had in starting out the first period. It seemed like they got a little complacent. And again, that problem of clearing the zone. We just can't seem to clear the zone. Our forwards are up way too high, and Altoona is sending their forwards in deep, and they're picking off all of the clearing passes. And we're just going to have to do something about that to get that problem resolved. Ready to start the third period here with River Falls leading 4-1. That second period wound up as a 1-1 tie, and we go into the third period here with River Falls is going to have to do a little bit better job on their breakouts, and I think if they can solve that problem, it's going to be a pretty decent night for River Falls.
Did anybody catch the shots on goal?
I didn't even hear it. I don't think they gave it between the periods. To Landon on the near side, up to Mitch Gerathanis. Gerathanis carries deep into the zone. Still controls, goes in behind the Altoona net. Picked up by Cayley. Cayley loses it. Giathanis has it behind the net, out front. A big shot from the point by Simone. And it's picked up by Altoona, brought into the River Falls zone.
Oh!
That was just kind of a weak wrist shot. It just went right in the net.
A weak low wrist shot to Mike's glove side.
It looked like Mike was almost falling down on that one. He's skating over to the bench right now. I don't know if there's something wrong or what. He just...
Oh, they're switching goalies.
Looks like maybe he twisted a knee or an ankle or something. He just went right to the bench.
Twisted his knee.
Okay, what they say it is that he twisted his knee at the end of the second period, and evidently when he tried to make that move, the knee just wasn't there, and he knew it. He went right to the bench.
Right,
he
now,
said that's enough.
Now, if this wouldn't have been an injury, would our goalie be allowed to warm up?
No, he would not have.
So it had to be an injury.
They get to take normally they give them about a minute to get some shots on the goalie because of the injury. And then they've got to be ready to go.
Well, let's hope it's nothing serious with Mike, because they're sure going to need him down. Of course, the thing is, he can get a little rest now. We're just going on Christmas break here coming up, and there'll be a little bit of time before the next game. Right?
Yeah, I think we have 10 days before we play again. And the one bad thing about it, it brings the game down to a 4-2 and brings Altoona right back into it again.
That's right.
And the last time Altoona scored, they put the pressure on for about the next 8 or 10 minutes. So we're going to have to kind of...
Yeah, River Falls going to have to come out and try to dominate a little bit more than they have, and carry that puck into the zone and get a few more shots on goal.
Okay, we're going to get a line change here right off the bat. We're going to go with Knott, Wheeler,
And
Schrank. And we've got Dusick and Soderberg on defense. Again, Altoona starts putting the pressure on right away. They control it on the far boards. They bring it into the River Falls zone. It's intercepted there by Soderberg. Soderberg has it on the far side. Pass in behind Knott, but he tips it to the line. Shot right back into the River Falls end, no icing. Picked up there by Soderberg. Soderberg carries in behind. Up on the far wing to Knott. Knott gets turned around. Picked up again by Soderberg. Soderberg still has control. Gets it across the Altoona line. Goes into the near corner. Picked up there by Altoona. Cleared on the boards right out front. Soderberg tried to intercept, but was checked off the puck. It's handled by Schrank. Schrank gets it to Knott. Knott tries to stuff it. And it's covered up quickly by the Altoona goalie.
Altoona was doing some nice forechecking in our end there. They were trying to bottle us up a little bit, and pretty successful on it as far as our breakout goes.
They've been doing a good job of that all evening. I think their play on our end is very, very, very strong. It's picked up by Todd Cernerhaus. Todd skating cross ice to the far board, still controls, takes it into the corner. Picked up there by Kuzlik. Kuzlik loses it to Altoona. Altoona tries to break up on the near far boards, but can't. Controlled again by Cernerhaus. Cernerhaus takes it in behind the net. Takes a look, gets it back to the point. Back into Cernerhaus. Cernerhaus controls yet in front. Taken away by Altoona, carried into the near boards. Tries to go in behind the net. Now controlled by Olsen. Olsen gets it right out front. Cernerhaus can't get a shot off. Olsen has it again. Olsen still controls. Tried to bring it out front and can't get a stick on it. Cleared out of the zone by Altoona. Stood up right there by Simone. Picked off again by Kuzlik. Kuzlik tries to come up, and a big check.
Yeah, there was a high check by Altoona. They got him right in the mask. And that's
Troy seems to be the taking the brunt of a lot of these penalties tonight, and Troy normally doesn't care for that sort of stuff.
number 2, Kurt Zitch.
Okay, so River Falls is going to go on to the third power play of the game with 12:37 left in the third period. We're going to have Dusick and Soderberg on defense, along with Cayley, Knott, and Wheeler up front. Draw goes back to the Altoona defense, tries to go in behind the goal, circles it back on the far boards, picked up there by Cayley. Cayley controls, back to Dusick. Dusick to Cayley, breaks for the net. Cayley centers it, just goes wide. Picked up behind the net by Knott. Knott tries to come out front. Cut off there by Wheeler. Wheeler still controls, right out front. He's hooked, but no penalty. Shot by Soderberg up over the net on a rolling puck. Picked up by Knott in the corner. Knott to Cayley, back to Dusick, back to Cayley. Cayley loses it in the corner to Knott. Knott has it back to Dusick. Dusick has it at the point. Takes a nice low shot and deflected out by the Altoona goalie.
Well, they're able to control the puck a little bit better on this power play, but still not the good shots, or at least enough of them.
Yeah, they were getting set up in the zone real well there. There was a lot of really good passing. We didn't get a real good shot on goal, but Dusick's slap shot from the point was low. It could have been tipped, but there was nobody out front. Controlled by Altoona, stopped at the blue line on a nice play by Simone.
Got a line change out there.
Yeah, we got a line change out there. We got Olson, Cernahouse, and Potton. Finally covered up, but it's going to come out of the zone.
That's right.
We've got 1:09 left on the penalty to Altoona. To number 2, Kurt Zitch. Puck dropped. Draw goes back to Simone. Simone over to Landon on the near boards. Carried in by Potton. Potton centers for Olson. Olson still controls. Goes into the far corner. Controlled by Landon. Landon walks right in. Nice pass out front. Cerny just fanned on it. Goes to the near far boards. Cernahouse has it. Cernahouse controls. Good thing he didn't pass to the point there.
Nice pass.
Gets it out in front to Landon. Landon walks in. Big slap shot from the point and goes right into the top corner.
There's no doubt
There was a nice pass right there.
Saw the open man.
Threaded the needle back to Landon and it went right in the net.
Scott skated in it a little bit and took the slap shot, got it high enough, and it went right over his glove. High corner, nice shot.
Now that was really well set up in the zone. Again, Cernahouse really made that play. He controlled the puck on that far boards. He didn't make the mistake of passing it back to the point, who was covered.
Exactly.
He looked across and fed the far point, and it was open for the shot. Altoona now controls the puck, takes it right into the River Falls zone, takes a shot on. Blocked there by the defense. It's right out front. Controlled by Cayley. Cayley comes out of the zone, breaks to the line. Cayley still controls, takes it deep into the zone behind the Altoona net. Comes right out front. Has it still controlled. Out to the point to By. By controls. Over to Dusick. Dusick shoots it deep into the zone. Giathanis has it there, loses it, but picks it back up again, picked up by Altoona. Altoona comes up the near boards, loses it. Kept in by Giathanis again. Good hustle there by Mitch Giathanis. By goes in and stops the Altoona man behind the net. There's a double check behind the net. And Altoona comes out the near boards. Altoona defense has it. Looks, reaches the blue line, tries to clear it in, but it's intercepted. Back on the defense on the far side to Prochnow. Prochnow controls. 2 men on him. Swings it back around for By. By swings it back to Prochnow behind the net. He can't get a stick on it. Controlled there by Altoona. Altoona back out front. Tipped there. Picked up by Schrank. Schrank coming up the far near boards. Carries into the Altoona zone. Still controls. Right in. Nice backhand. Picked up by Corey Knott. Right out front to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot and it's tipped in. I think the goal goes to Schrank on that.
Schrank to get the goal on that. The goalie couldn't control it and it must have dropped right on the ice and Schrank banged it in just like that.
Wheeler took the shot, it dropped down and Schrank was right there and put it right in. That was an awful good effort, the first effort down the ice by Schrank. He did a good job on that one. So that puts the score at 5-2.
Should be 6, I think.
Or 6-2.
Yeah.
We got Landon out on defense with Soderberg. Landon clears it over to Soderberg. It's cleared into the zone by Schrank. It's being chased down behind the net. Altoona tries to clear up on the far boards. Intercepted there by Soderberg. Soderberg shoots it in behind the Altoona goal. It's cleared out front. Picked off there by Landon. Landon still, a quick shot on goal by Wheeler. And it's just picked up and shot all the way down the ice by Altoona, and it's going to be an icing call.
All right, 9:19, 18 left in the game, 6-2 River Falls. Well, River Falls has kind of opened it up here a little bit in the third period. 2 goals to Altoona's 1.
I've noticed one thing this period. River Falls seems to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going after that loose puck a little bit harder. They're not getting beat to it like they were in that second period especially. Controlled by Altoona, but not out. Simone has it, tries to pass to Cernahouse. He can't control. Goes into the corner, he shoots it. Controls on the board, back to Simone. Simone tries to keep it into the zone. Picked up by Altoona, cleared to the River Falls blue line. Dusick has it. Dusick just misses a pass to Kuzlik. Cleared back out of the zone, a big hit put on the far side by Dusick. Simone after the puck. Simone has it behind the net. Up on the near boards to Cernahouse. Cernahouse gets it out to center.
Oh, the defenseman fell down. Here comes Simone, everybody.
Oh! He walked right in, took the goalie right out, but hit the goal post.
A little premature. Every one of the Wildcats had their sticks in the air.
Goes on the far side in the River Falls zone, picked up by Kuzlik. Kuzlik comes to the blue line, avoids a check there. Picked off by Altoona. Intercepted by Olsen. Olsen has it, gets it deep into the zone. And it's covered up quickly by the Altoona goalie.
Well, I know one
Kuzlik
guy that's going
in.
to see a net that's so wide tonight in his dreams, he's not going to believe he missed that one.
He had the hole net that time, put actually a real good backhand shot on it and just hit the pipe.
Excellent backhand shot, and I bet he couldn't hit that pipe again if he tried.
No. Again, it's just shot down the ice by Altoona. We had a pinch effort on the near boards there, and Altoona, rather than lose the puck in their own zone, just decided to shoot it all the way down the ice. So we got 8:02 left. The score still remains 6-2 River Falls. Face-off will come to the left of the Altoona goalie. We got By on with Cayley. Cayley fans out a shot, picks it up again, shoots again. Blocked by the goalie, in behind the net. Picked up by Altoona. Shot up on the near boards. Giathanis has it in the corner, tries to center it, hit the referee. Comes up on the near boards, kept in by Landon. Now it's controlled by Altoona. Came out of the zone. Soderberg has it. Soderberg takes it in behind the net. Covered there up on the near board, far boards, up to center ice. Shot right back in offside.
That was an intentional offsides. It should come all the way into our zone, or into Altoona's zone.
Yeah, they not only had one offside, they had two off.
Yeah, they had two of them pretty deep.
We're going to go with a line change here. We're going to have Schranknott and Wheeler along with Dusick and Prochnow on defense. Draw one by Altoona and shot out of the zone all the way down the ice. They wave off icing. Dusick after the puck gets taken into the boards, but gets it up on the near side to Knott. Knott tries to get it to Wheeler but loses it. Picked up out front by Prochnow right there. Couldn't tell if that was Knott or Prochnow. I couldn't quite see. Couple of checks on the far boards there, and there's people laying all over the ice.
A couple heavy hits, yeah.
And we got a tie up on the boards with even 7 minutes left to go in the hockey game. River Falls is changing the line. They're bringing out Cernahouse, Kuzlik, and Olsen, along with Landon and Simone on defense. Puck comes to the near boards, picked up there by Landon and forwarded up for Kuzlik. Kuzlik tries to gain control but loses it at the Altoona line. Altoona controls at their blue line to the red line. Clear it into the zone. Picked up there by Simone. Simone carries around the net. Gets it up on, just hops over Cernhouse's stick. Kept in by Altoona. Stop. Hit the goal post again.
Another pipe. We're fortunate there.
It's missed again on the far boards there. We can't seem to stop that pass coming around the boards. Finally, it's
there we go.
It's cleared.
No, I couldn't control it.
Couldn't quite control it. Back into the River Falls zone.
Got a penalty on the goalie.
That's going to be a penalty on Schmidt for interference.
Yeah, he tripped up.
That was kind of a weird play all the way around. I thought for sure that there was offside on Altoona on that play, but the whistle didn't sound, and we wind up getting a penalty on it. So we're going to get 2 minutes on Schmidt for interference, and it's going to be served by Olsen. What did you think of that play, Art? That looked strange all the way around.
I just caught it out of the corner of my eye, but it all started out, and actually Altoona was offside on it, and they never called it. So a whistle should have been blown before that even occurred.
Yeah. Well, it went from looking like we were going to have a 3-on-0 break to Altoona walking right in, and Landon cut in front of the goalie and picked off the puck. But the goalie went and picked off the man.
Again, we're having a little problem with the clock. We got 2 minutes on the master now. Now we got them on both.
Okay, we're all set to go here with 6:12 left. Altoona on the power play, get it back to the point. Shot in wide of the goal. Picked up in the corner by Altoona and control there. Oh, Soderberg has it. Soderberg trying to control in the corner, just ties it up against the boards. He had nowhere to go on that one. That was a good play.
5:59 remaining in the game, minute 47 on the power play.
We've got Craig Link out there, along with Howard Cotton and Dusick and Bobby Soderberg on defense. And it's cleared out of the zone by Potton. Goes to the Altoona blue line, picked up there by Altoona. They start right back up the middle. He's got a free shot right up the middle, carries into the River Falls zone. Deep into the corner, tries a centering pass. Nice play by Bobby Soderberg there to tie up the man right out front. Altoona controls in behind the net. A shot on right through the crease.
Right through the crease.
We got a whistle here, and I think
Schmidt. I think they moved
the goal went off the net, off the post, and they're going to have a face-off to the left of Paul Schmidt. We're going to get a change here. We're going to have Prochnow and Simone on defense, along with Bai and Girathanis up front. Bai wins the draw but loses it out front. Again, we don't quite clear the zone.
There we do.
Finally, it's cleared. It's all the way down the ice. Altoona goes back for it into the far corner. They clear it up on the boards, and it's picked off by Giathanis. Picked up again by Altoona on the near side. Altoona has it, throws it deep into the River Falls zone. Stopped behind the net by Simone. Simone has it. Just sends a little wrist shot along the board, didn't quite make it out of the zone.
Loose puck. Schmidt found her first.
And we got a whistle, and Schmidt covers up with 4:58 left in the game, 46 seconds on the penalty. We're going to get another line change here.
This is what, third or fourth line change on this power play?
This is the third line change already, and there's still 46 seconds left in the penalty.
Yeah, making quick changes. Well, that's good.
Okay, we got Schrank and Wheeler along with Soderberg and Landon on defense.
Oh, there he is. Backhand and hit the pipe again. Soderberg cleared it out of there.
That could have just as easily gone in. That was Altoona controls in the corner, picked off by Landon. Landon controls, gets it behind the net. Soderberg has it all alone in the corner, picks it off and shoots it down the ice. Right on, goalie makes a save, tries to center it off, picked up by, Schrank tried a nice backhand, just shot it wide. Schrank was the only man out front that time. Picked up by Altoona. They break in, another shot on goal. Altoona has it in the corner. Control there by Landon. Landon still has control of the puck, fighting two people off behind the net. There's three Altoona players behind the net, nobody out front. They finally get it back to the point. Shot on, and Schmidt makes a nice kick save and puts it right out of the rink.
All right. Both teams full strength now. 4:01 left in the game. 6-2 River Falls.
We're going to get a line change here, and we're going to be going with Troy Kuslik, Olsen, and Cernahouse, along with Simone and Dusick on defense. It's controlled off the tip by Altoona. Altoona has it, walks right in, takes a shot. Stopped by Schmidt. Goes around, circles the board, up on the near side. Again, we're not clearing that puck out of the zone. Controlled now by Simone. Simone tries to skate it out, and that doesn't work either. Finally, it's controlled by Troy Kuslik. He gets it to Olsen. Olsen leaves a drop pass for Cernahouse. He walks in, shoots it just wide.
Nice little wrist shot. Quick trigger.
On the near boards. Kuzlik tries to keep it in. Dusick, I mean. Now it's cleared all the way down the ice and is going to be picked up by Simone. Simone circles the net and comes out on the near boards. Swings it back into the center. Simone to center ice. Still has control of the puck. Takes it in over the line. Clears it to Cernerhaus. Cernerhaus controls it there. Again, he doesn't make the mistake of throwing the pass until the man is open. Picked up right out front. Shot just wide again. Olsen has it in the corner. Olsen shoots it in behind. Picked up there by Troy Kuzlik. Kuzlik back on the boards to Dusick. Back to Kuzlik. He has it. Takes a shot just wide. Just missed the post on that one. Olsen has it. Olsen circles back. Picked off by Altoona. Altoona has got a breakaway. Comes right into the zone. Scored. There would have been a penalty there anyway. Olsen tripped the man, but he shot and put it in the top corner.
All of a sudden, I was about to say, and I did back there, when River Falls had the puck in their own zone, Altoona was just standing around. River Falls was controlling it, moving the puck around just about practically at will. And all of a sudden, there's a tipped puck, a loose puck, and Altoona comes down and scores.
Well, Olsen took that circle at the blue line there, and that Altoona man just picked him clean and walked all the way down the rink with it.
A lot of
that
highlights
makes the score
tonight, but a lot of
6-3.
lowlights too.
Altoona controls again, brings it into the river. Again, they were offside and didn't get called for it. There's a tip and another goal. That was an offside play, no matter how you look at it. The referees missed another one.
How quickly things can change. 6-4.
All of a sudden, with 2:28, we're making this back into a hockey. We went from total dominance down to nothing here. It just seems like when we get those goals ahead, nothing goes right.
Here comes Rafferty again. He couldn't get all of it.
No, he walked right in on goal again.
Rafferty is a little spark plug
Back
for
to
this
the
Altoona
point.
team.
Control finally by Landon behind the net. To Cayley. Skips over Bystick.
Got a penalty coming up on Altoona.
It's going to be a charge. They ran into Cayley pretty hard over there in the corner.
Just so we don't take one too.
There was a big hit put on the far side. That could have been a penalty on River Falls, too.
Yeah, it was from behind.
Oh, we got 1:46 left in the game. Altoona will be shorthanded for the rest of the game unless River Falls scores.
I didn't see the penalty. Was it one of those that
It was a charge.
coaches dreams about?
Yeah,
I mean, has
at night.
nightmares about?
At night, yeah.
Especially with 2 minutes left, your team's on a big splurge, and then they take a penalty.
The puck goes into the Altoona end, and it's controlled by Knott. Knott gets it right out front, but nobody's home. Cayley on the far boards. Kept in by Dusick. Knott tries to control deep in the zone. It's going to be tied up there by 4 people. And there was a pretty big run taken at the Altoona player there in the corner.
That was Kevin. I think it was a get even one from over.
Yeah, he took the same kind of shot, but he wasn't even near the puck when he took his.
Right. .129, 6-4, River Falls.
We were doing pretty good there until we got sloppy. Wheeler has it. Wheeler controls, sends it deep into the zone. Kept in by Dusick. Dusick still controls on the near boards. Walks in, but it's intercepted by Altoona right out front. Shot the length of the ice. Smith throws it all the way around behind. Picked up there by Knott. Knott comes up the near boards. Gets it to Cayley. Cayley loses at center ice.
1 minute.
1 minute left to go. Dusick has it. Dusick turns in the River Falls zone. Brings it to the blue line. Gets it up. Shoots it into the Altoona zone. Wheeler's after it there. Controlled by Wheeler, then Altoona, then Wheeler again. Gets it out front, but nobody home. Comes on the near boards, picked up by Schrank. Schrank gets it back to Simone. Simone gets it over to Landon. Landon, there's nobody in front of him. He walks right in. Oh, nice play by the defense there. There was a pass, and Schrank didn't react to it real quick there.
Again. Oh, I made a nice intercept that time. 19 seconds left.
Simone broke his stick and smartly dropped it real quick.
Skated off.
Picked up by Landon, gets it up on the boards to Schrank. Schrank gets it out of the zone. Schrank misses.
The big whiff. The big whiff by the Beef.
Well, we made real work out of that the last few minutes of the third period there, but it goes into the win column, 6-4.
A lot of mistakes in that third period.
Just the last half of it.
Yeah.
The first half of the period, we were actually playing quite well. And then we had one of our big lapses again, and it just seemed like we couldn't do anything right.
Just seemed like we can't keep this tempo for very long.
No, we go in spurts.
Yeah.
We'll play for 5-10 minutes, and then we just die.
Right. So the next game is?
I'm not exactly sure when the next game is.
The tournament.
Tournament next Friday night, December 27th, right here, and we'll be playing the first game, I believe, Woodbury.